Hello and welcome, fellow bookworms and film fans. Welcome to this week's episode of The Consented Narrative. We are looking at A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Guin. Now, this is one of my Folio Society books. I have a few. I have moved them into my bedroom, so they will no longer be on the bookshelf. But as normal, it has the beautiful illustrations. It is just absolutely beautiful. I love the cover. So this one is one of four. And actually, there was a film by Studio Ghibli, Wizard of Earthsea, and that's based on all four books. So I just thought that was a little bit too much for me to do a book to film adaptation. However, I will review the first book. I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, I get the rest of the Wizard of Earthsea books at Folio Society. I will slowly be getting them. So it follows your main guy, Ged, G-E-D, and he's got this natural talent deep down inside of him, and he ends up he saves his village at the beginning. So when he's younger, he can't communicate properly, but he gets taken in by the local witch woman who teaches him sort of like little bits and bobs, and then he gets taken by someone who's a little bit more skilled in the trade. Then he tries to read and basically conjure a spirit. So this guy then realizes, he goes, right, you can stay with me on this island and we can kind of learn things slowly, or I can send you off to basically wizard school and you can learn with them. So he goes off to wizard school, and he's learning and everything like that, and he decides to summon spirits again because folly. He decides that he can prove that he is the best, and ambition and pride and all of that. And so basically it then continues, like his journey is then him trying to avoid this spirit that's basically coming after him. He can't stay at the wizard school anymore, so he goes off, and it's basically just following him. Now, it is a good book and it is a fun read, and to be perfectly honest, I did thoroughly enjoy it. I did think that there were certain sections that did drag on a little bit, and there were some bits that I did feel like it could have been told a little bit quicker. As I said, I will be hoping to get the rest of the series in the Folio Society, because once started, can't finish. It gets a 4 out of 5 from me, because it is enjoyable. It's a good sort of, because what I always think as well is with certain book series, you can tell that they're setting up for a world, for a journey, for an adventure. And I find that sometimes when you're setting something in place for a journey, for an adventure, sometimes you do drag out a little bit and you feel like you do need to put a lot of information in. So the reason it gets a 4 out of 5 is because although it is world building, and it's setting up these characters to interact later on, and to have these adventures later, it's still got a good story behind it, and it's still got good like action sequences, and it's still got good characters that you can basically enjoy. And I enjoyed the kind of him going with the spirit and the spirit following him and all of that. I really enjoyed it, and I do think it's going to come back in the later books. Obviously, I don't want to spoil the ending. I never spoil the ending. But I do think that this is something that will probably be prevalent throughout the other books. I might be wrong. We'll see. I'll definitely have a look at when I read them. I'll let you guys know. But I would say give this a go. Obviously, you don't have to get Folio Society, because I know they're a little bit pricey. They're normally sort of like starting at like 45 quid. So, but if you want to go to your libraries or anything like that, please, give it a go. It's a nice book to read. But thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching my videos, and remember to always keep it contento.